Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notifications button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Hey, somebody say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I got a surprise for y'all. Let's get it.
Better go subscribe. YouTube, roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe.
Let's get it, man. I hope y'all excited, because I know I am. Yeah, that joint was that fire, man. Come on now. Roll Tide in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're jumping in that like, share, and that subscribe. Y'all just heard, you got to hear a sample of this, oh my God, this masterpiece done by none other than Dooley Gang, the Dooley Gang, the fam, man. My brother Show on the vocals. That boy Dooley on the ones and twos on the beat, man. Let me get this thing set up the right way. I don't want y'all to hear the whole version. Let me stop. I can't put the whole version out there yet. What's up, Rod? What's up, everybody? I see y'all. Can y'all see y'all comments on the screen? On the small part right here? Y'all can see them, right? I think that's pretty cool. I just found out that's a new feature they added. What's up, Russell? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Thank you for the compliments, brother. We had a great time yesterday. If you missed yesterday's live, you missed the good one. We got plenty of clips posted about the future of Alabama's defense, the 2025 freshman, did a good breakdown. I think I did a good breakdown. I think we had a good conversation about some of those guys that were speculating. So Russell, I appreciate that. Zach, what's good, man? He said, put me in. Coach, what's up, Jordan? Good to see you in the chat. See, Bama, I see you out there. Rod Baker, song snap. Yes, sir. You got to drop the whole song one day. We are. Yeah, the whole version go crazy. Yes, that is another song. That is another moment for another time. Some of you all have gotten a sneak peek. We got the live reactions. We're going to be posting clips here soon. And I'm telling you, man, my brothers, man, they are something serious. So, like I said, we got snipers in the field now. So y'all better be careful and how you moving and how you dealing with the Coach Smook Network and this AAA family. We always been a family. And that's what we're going to continue to be, man. And I don't like when people pick on my brothers and sisters or my family members in general. And I expect when people try to get the yapping, it's certain ways we can do this thing. And that's why we're content creators. And we can turn everything into what we need it to be. And this situation that's been going on, it's been dragging along. And I'm ready to freaking dead it. So this production is going to be fun, some interactive. Y'all going to be able to have some fun with it. I think y'all are going to love it. Jacob Brooks, what's good, my guy? Welcome in, man. Yeah, Jordan, that whole version does go crazy. Hey, make sure y'all keep running up the chat. I don't care what you got to say. What's up, Roll Tide? How you doing? Just run the chat up. Our chat rate needs to go through the roof one more time this week. It's Friday. Let's chat it up. I'm going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the true freshmen. We did the defensive players the other day. I need some Carmax chat. My lips ashy. Man. But we're going to be doing and let me know if the music is too loud, Chad. I know I'll be having the music extra loud in the clips. But we're going to be doing the breakdown of the 5 true freshmen 2025 signees on Alabama's roster that I truly believe are ready to play. Now, I want to lead with this before we even get into the conversation. I don't think there's maybe but one realistic freshman, true freshman that's going to realistically, that's decided as far as being a starter or having started like rotational reps right now on the roster. And we'll get into that conversation. But the other 4, I truly believe that there is going to be some type of impact or opportunity for impact in some grand scheme of the game, of the game plan as the season continues to progress. So let's just dive into it, man. I appreciate y'all for running the chat up, man. He said they not like us. Yes. I don't know what they look. I seen. Look, love the chat on the side. Facts. Me too. What's good, Dev? Hey, Davin's in the building. What's up, man? What's good, bro? Good to see you, man. I'm glad to see all my family showing back up. Davin, I think, did you get to see the intro? Can we run the intro back? Can we run the intro? Can we run the new intro back one more time? Can I get some activity in the chat? If we can run it back one more time, give me a fire emoji. I'm gonna be patient and wait. We got how many in chat? 51 total between both platforms, 17 in the chat on YouTube, 34 in the chat on Twitter. We got 1 in the chat on YouTube. If we can run it back, give me a fire emoji in the chat, please. Let me know. I just need a few. I just need 3 fire emojis in the chat, and we're gonna run it back. It's hot out there, boy. I already know it. My boy. All right, let me get this right. I see fire emojis. All right, let me get it right first. Let me get this right first, chat. I got you. I swear for Lord, like my folks say. I swear for Lord, I got you. I swear for Lord. Where is let me get this. Here we go. There they go. That way, so our live content can get out the correct way. And I'm telling you, I ain't going. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Y'all gonna let me act up today, ain't you? Yep, I already know it. I love y'all for that too. Shout out to the big 13 likes in this chat already, man. Y'all already going crazy. Listen, we're gonna run this new intro back real quick one time for my guy Davin. Now, Don't act up too bad, Jordan. This ain't the full song. We gonna get it edited up. We're gonna do everything. This is just what we got together since yesterday. If you didn't see the reaction, be on the lookout for the shorts on the reactions. Go subscribe to my new YouTube channel, my personal page at Smook Hines. At Smook Hines, okay? At Smook Hines. Go check me out over there on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers already. We've had the page up for 9 days now. We haven't really been pushing it, but please, everybody that's tuning into this live right now, or if you're tuning in post live, go check out my YouTube channel at Smook Hines. At Smook Hines. All right. Here goes the new intro. Check it out.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with coast. Smoke through the game. Roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Man, come on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, man. They are. Come on, y'all. What are we even talking about right now? Like, come on, man. Come on, Sully. What are we even talking about right now, Sully? What are they even saying right now? We different, chat. Dooley Gang, the fam, AAA family, Coach Smook Network, partners, affiliates, anybody that's sharing the same vision and pushing and putting the same grind, they gonna feel that. They gonna feel that. Did y'all catch the little spray paint part? Yeah. We stepping this season. But without further ado, 15 minutes into the show. Appreciate everybody for hanging out, enjoying our little, allowing everybody to come and chill. That was kind of like our little entertainment time. We just do a small talk. And I appreciate everybody for pulling up today, here chatting with Coach Smook today. We got a lot of topics to discuss. Let me fix that. That camera, that banner looks extra weird right now. Let me see. Yeah, that looked weird. Let me see. Okay, that looks better. All right, so I'm sorry, chat. I got a call while I was on the water fishing. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I had to share with the ones, y'all know who y'all are, man. Don't be out here bragging and stuff, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta chill, man. I know it's hot, but we gotta hold that water. That's that heat. But I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing to the channel. Let's get into the conversation today, man. As you all know, we had a conversation yesterday. A great live. I want to say, if I could rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to give that one a 10 yesterday. That one, it was really solid. You all had some great dialogue in the chat. I was going back. I got to watch the live chat replay as I always do. And you guys had a lot of good comments that we didn't necessarily get to address, but I plan to allow them to be highlighted in the clips. So we're doing a lot of positive things on the network, getting that community interaction, making that a focal point again. So I'm excited about what we're doing here. So thank y'all for that and supporting that. But we had that conversation, man, and it sparked me to just continue the conversation on the other side of the ball. And I don't have Mary J in the back. So as we transition, I probably won't have the lower third up with their names like we did yesterday, unless she came through and did them like I I'm pretty sure she already did. Yes, Mary J is goated. Oh my God, Mary J. Y'all give it up for Mary J, y'all. Like, for real. She is goated already, right? Already. So we're good. Mary J got your boy Coach Smook squared away. Mary J, shout out to you. We love you so much, Mary J. Thank you for keeping us squared away. And we're looking for people to continue to jump on the team and help us with production on the set, man. It's about to get real nice and active. And we're stepping into the stage where we're possibly going to be able to compensate you for your time. You know, that's what the network is doing. We have people that really want to invest and see us be a success. That's why we have continued to be our authentic selves, authentic above everything. So let's get it. Continue running likes up. We're almost at our like goal of 25. Let's hit it on today's goal. And then also don't forget charitable giving opportunities through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or become a member. Try to think about becoming a member of the AAA family. Y'all saw it at the beginning. Let me not get long with it. Let's get into the conversation here on the Coach Smook Network. If you're ready, somebody say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's jump into it. I'm ready to do it.
You're talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go, Chad. I appreciate y'all. Hey, I see my beautiful sister tapping in. Deborah, how you doing, girl? You already know what time it is. Y'all know everybody show our sister some love. Greetings. Greetings, my beautiful sister. And who else just jumped in here? I thought I seen another name. Oh, ain't nobody knew. It's just my Thad. That boy Blue been on that water. Shout out to my boy Thad, man. He been putting in work. I know y'all saw the new t-shirts. We did the unveiling, kind of like that, but we have an extra promo. It's a little 30-second promo that we have unveiling the new merch. The release date for each shirt is different, so I'll be on the lookout for that. But bump all that. Let's get into this conversation. Alabama true freshman. We know we had the number 3 ranked recruiting class, overall ranked recruiting class. The question is right now, is this recruiting class, is there enough true freshmen right now that are currently ready to be serviceable impact rotational pieces this year on this roster? And if I had to be honest, I think there are players that, if thrown into the fire, would be may not necessarily be game changers week 1. But I think if thrown into the fire, they would be just as productive as you would see a week 1 veteran, right? And I say that with this, like we saw Caden Proctor come back from an injury. He missed the first 3 weeks of the season with the shoulder injury. And we saw it early in the Georgia game, as good as Caden Proctor has shown in his flashes, he struggled as a veteran starter, right? Now he's going into his 3rd year. We don't expect some of those things to show up. But with a true freshman in that position, maybe a Michael Carroll, or maybe the likes of a Lloyd Jackson or Mal Waldrop, one of those guys, right, who have realistic opportunities and may be thrown into that rotation on the offensive line, right? If those guys get out there and they have a false start once or twice in the game, as long as it's not a consistent thing, I think these guys that I'm going to mention, not just offensive line, but other players, I think these players that I'm going to mention are day 1 ready. And I think they provide quality depth, even though I don't think this year is the year where we see a heavy dosage of freshman usage, on the front end of this season. I think the first quarter of the season, we'll see the freshmen on the offensive side used very sparingly, in very favorable situations, meaning play calls that they're comfortable with, that they excel in with their skill sets, especially the run blocking scheme. I don't think we were going to see as much offensive line rotation with young guys. I think that group is going to develop together very well, right? As they continue to grow, that 25 class of offensive line. Mike Dubose, I want him to stick around. I think Rock Montgomery could be the leader for that group coming up next year, and everything surrounding him, the interior guys, the exterior guys at tackle. I think this offensive line group, but talking about the true freshman here, let's get into it. On the offensive side, we want to talk about some of the guys, man. And a guy that I kind of want to mention first, I think I had a certain order that I put him in. Let me pull this up so I can be organized, like my big bro and mentor, man. Shout out to you, man, JP. You was a solid dude. You was a solid dude. My guy, Sooners for Life, said Michael Carroll is a 5-star, 100%. 100%. Dude is. I remember having him on this channel, and doing that interview with him, and he had both 4-star ratings for both offensive and defensive line. When he declared that he was going to be an offensive lineman, didn't seclude himself to or box himself in to being a tackle or a guard, and was able to put out great film in both spots on both sides of the offensive line this past season as a senior. Then you come to Alabama and you're getting worked at both left guard. I think right guard and left tackle. So it just tells you the skill set. Coach have to go and trust him, and to throw him in the fire like that and put him in a situation where he can be going up against experienced defensive linemen on the other side of the ball, right? So we're not going to start with the obvious. I'm going to go in the order where I think this may be a little surprising to some, but if you're paying attention, these guys were making enough noise in spring camp to get this nod from Coach Smook. And I'm saying with this number one right here that I'm going to mention, I think he has a more realistic chance of possibly starting due to some injuries during the spring, right? And then also just his pure natural speed and breakaway ability. His route running is far above his age, or his, I guess you could say, his maturity level, right? The way he approaches the game is that of a veteran, and that's none other than freshman wide receiver number 17, Baby Waddle 2.0, Latsier Brooks. And I know that's a lot of pressure to put on a true freshman, right, Latsier Brooks. But when I saw this young man in the first spring scrimmage, and you all know I came back with some reports, and when I was speaking about what I was able to evaluate, right, we were doing it in a space where we were kind of, walking on edge, with our access, not with any intent to do any harm, but we were there, we were just evaluating. I think I gave you all a good visual of everything that was being reported by the staff, by the players in the interview room, and I think that's what you all appreciate. So give that up for yourself, man, for sharing that information, because we did get a surge of people to view the channel. So as you continue to come in, make sure you're liking and sharing the stream, man, and make sure you comment, make sure you drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from for the next 20 seconds. I need everybody to drop where they're watching from, and we'll get to it in the next little segue or break. But number 17, Latsier Brooks. I want to talk about this man. We talk about a guy that can be an impact player day one. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a kick return lineup with him and the likes of Jalen Mbakwe, 2 wide receivers. You want sure-handed guys back there, electric guys who are used to having the ball in their hands with great vision. Both of these guys display that skill set. They have the same, similar frame. Latsier Brooks being 5'9", Jalen Mbakwe being 5'11", both speedy. But this young man at the wide receiver position will be in the wide receiver rotation. And I'm almost tempted, chat. I'm almost tempted to say that he will possibly start over Ryan Williams to start the season. Somebody say, what? Yeah, I do believe, and it's not like he's going to be getting more reps, more targets than Ryan. I just think because of what you're going to see from this Florida State defense, they're going to use him and his speed, his pure natural speed, to attack the vertical passing game. I want you all to know the leading wide receiver for Washington in 2023 was the 4th guy off the bench. Jeremy Bernard was actually in front of this gentleman. I forget his name, not Odunze, the other man, McMillan, I believe. He was the one, and then he kind of got worked into that number 2 role. So it's not crazy to see this staff go that way and put a guy like Latsier Brooks. He's the 2nd fastest receiver in the room. So I can't wait to see what this speed in this scheme, especially with depending on who the quarterback is, being, you know, that I truly believe that this is a two-headed race, right? And we'll get into that discussion later because I have Keelan Russell on this list, of course. So we'll get into that discussion later. But Latair Brooks, man, game-changing speed. I see him getting a lot of opportunities on kick return on special teams, maybe punt return. I think Cole Adams maybe have the trust of the staff with punt return. And I just love his reassuredness, his sure hands, his vision, his decisiveness, his ability to get north and south quick, right? Very shifty, can get some top end speed. It's a matter of time with the opportunities that we're going to see him get. This defense is going to be a lot more experienced and able to force a lot more turnover and downs and opportunities for special teams to impact the game. Latair Brooks will be an option there if you see Cole Adams or Jalen Mbakwe struggle at that punt return. Or they might just give him the position because you're going to see Cole Adams really be implemented in the passing scheme, in the run game, on a lot of run sets. When it comes to the right, we know Cole Adams is an efficient blocker. Latair Brooks is an efficient blocker too. Very shifty, very crafty. So I'm excited about Latair Brooks. Give me some ratings in the chat. Latair Brooks on a scale of on a scoop level of 1 to 10. What's the scoop level on Latair Brooks in the chat? One scoop being kind of like, I don't think he's gonna get any chances, or 10 being like, yeah, he for sure gonna get some burn. And while we're about to transition to the next player, I'm gonna give a shout out to where everybody is watching us from. Let's get that beat turned up a little bit, man. As a matter of fact, let's go here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We going here. We hit a party with Coach Smook today. Hopefully the music is not too loud. Let me turn it down just a little tad bit. Here we go. In the comments, where we watching from? We got, my boy said, watching from YouTube. Jackson, my guy, man. I appreciate you, my guy. Birmingham, Alabama is in the house, man. I appreciate you, Jordan. Meridianville, Alabama. Meridianville, Alabama. We in the house. T-Town, Tuscaloosa is in the house, man. Let's go where everybody else at. Birmingham is in the house, man. Opelika is in the building. We got North Carolina. We crossing the state lines, chat. What's good, man? What's good? And then let's get some ratings, some scoop levels on Latair Brooks, getting some ratings, man. 8 scoop boogies. Okay. Got 8 scoop boogies. We got 8 more scoop boogies out here. We got 8 more scoop boogies. A scoop boogie level of 8. Okay, I see you. We got Mobile in the house. Shout out my brother Thad, man. Students for Life checking in from OKC and repping that Oklahoma. What we call them, chat? What we call them? What we call them? What we call them, chat? Let's go, man. Y'all know I love to have fun. Shout out to my guy, man. He's a great sport. Comes in here, talks real football. We appreciate you. Maplesville, Alabama is in the house, man. But we know where Big Homie 334 reside and where he coming from. That's the Gump Town, man. Gump Town, baby. Yes, sir. All right, let's get to it, man. Back to the conversation, man. All right, so we were talking about Zach. Do you like that, Zach? We were talking about Latair Brooks, man. Let's get back to the conversation. Next player I want to talk about, man. This is a kind of under the radar guy. For some of y'all, but for me, I've been high on this young man since he's been on campus, since we got his commitment. And we're going to the offensive line. We're going to go to the trenches for these next two. And I'm very high on this young man. I saw him get a lot of 1 reps when they were doing some mix and matching things with Wilkin Formby and floating this gentleman. I'm talking about none other than number 78 offensive lineman Jackson Lloyd, true freshman, man. Look at the size, 6'7", 310. Getting reps at the tackle position. If I had to be honest and say there was like a depth chart or order, I think you see him listed as number 3 at that position, but I think he's right there in the mix of the top 8 or 9 offensive linemen in the rotation. Can he be an impact player day one if he were thrown into the fire? I think so. Will he get the opportunity this season? I don't see it realistically. I see a lot of developed talent in front of him. I see a lot of flexibility in front of him with Jaden Roberts, Wilkin Formby. I think his name Arkel Anguam, right? Cam Dewberry, Parker Brailsford, Gino Vandermark. You go to left tackle, Caden Proctor, right? William Sanders had a strong camp. So a lot of guys. And then the gentleman that came from, what's his name last year? We got a lot of guys in that offensive line room that have really been developing over the past year. You got Olis Aladdin in that room and flexible guys. Casey Poe is still there. Just quality guys. They chose to stay, so you could just imagine what the depth looks like in that room. This freshman class is not antsy. I think they've already showcased their depth, their quality, or their worth, right? They showcased that with their opportunities in spring. I think this was probably one of the most excited springs as far as competition, or there being an even level of competition, and not noticing much drop off from first team to second team A to 2A to 2B, because of guys like Jackson Lloyd. When you can mix and match freshmen in the offensive line, starting offensive line, and you're getting big plays, big runs from experienced running backs, Jan Miller, Richard Young, Dre Washington, Daniel Hill breaking big runs behind Michael Carroll, Jackson Lloyd, right? Guys making big impact blocks. I think Jackson Lloyd is providing some quality depth here, but also just having that year and that space to truly develop this year is going to be huge for him next year. I think the opportunity is there for him to be a starter next year. I know Will Conformity is expected to come back, but Jackson Lloyd will push for one of those tackle positions. And there's no way you're keeping Michael Carroll off the field, whether he wants to play guard or tackle. Wherever he fits best, he's going to play there. And you got Rock Montgomery on that offensive line. You're going to lose Parker Brailsford, Virginia Vandermark, Jaden Roberts. Probably going to lose Cam Dewberry, right? Going to be 3 or 4 opportunities on that offensive line that are really going to be up for competition. Jackson Lloyd is going to be at that mix. He's ready right now. Will he get opportunity? I don't think so. My scoop meter on Jackson Lloyd being in the scoop boogie meter on Jackson Lloyd getting an opportunity this year, I'm going to say a 4. I'm going to say a solid 4. If you haven't already, check it out. My mod showing out. Asking y'all to just like the stream. We're at 17 likes, man. Let's get to 25. We got 24 viewers here on YouTube. We got 84 total across all the platforms, 60 on Twitter, 25 on YouTube. Continue to run it up, man. Let's get these 25 likes. Let's hit this goal. Appreciate you all, man. We're almost there, 7 away with 18 likes. And also, Jackson Lloyd is definitely ready to play, man. Great depth piece at tackle. I think he provides depth at both guard and tackle. Predominantly, I think he's going to end up being a tackle, that 6'7" frame with that 6'8", 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms are going to fit well to play tackle. We don't have short quarterbacks in the room anymore, right? You look at Ty Simpson, 6'1". You look at Keelan Russell, 6'3". You look at Austin Mack, right? 6'6". So a lot of tall quarterbacks in that room, and you're not going to see guys struggle to get the ball over. And these guys are athletic. They're very nimble, very, very flexible at the hips, right? Generate power very well, can and have great balance. I love Jackson Lloyd and Michael Carroll's balance. That's my only knock with Michael Dubose. Having to develop this year, really got to work on his balance and being a way more aggressive in the in attacking at the point of contact. A mauler, but got to be decisive and really be able to jab and make sure when he's jabbing and stabbing that he's decisive. He'll get sloppy with some of that because he's powerful, he's strong. Sometimes you got to learn, finesse. I'm not an offensive lineman expert, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Bishop Frank, man. Bishop Frank Newkirk. Hey, and also, man, I want to give you a shout out, man. I saw the Cash App dono, man. It was a $5 dono, man. He donated directly to the Coach Smook Network Cash App. If you all want to donate, man, the opportunities are there as Boutrix kind of brings it in. Cash App, Venmo, both at Coach Smook Network, right? The Coach Smook Network. But we really, for real, man, I'm tempted that we're doing the edit, and I'm going to, a piece of the edit is going to have the blocked out, PPI information. But we're going to show y'all the receipt for how much we donated to both organizations last year. with each and every one of our payouts. Like I'm telling you, you know, it was times where rent was due, and I made sure we maintain that obligation, just like I pay my tithes with every payout. You know, everything I bring in, I give back to God. You know, I sow a seed, and so I believe doing that with our network is what's kept us afloat. You know, amidst all of the allegations and all that stuff, we've been thriving with less activity, or, you know, quote unquote loud activity. So I'm grateful for you all supporting. Thank you, Dr. Newkirk, Bishop Frank. You're a real one, man. W's in the chat. And then that guy Soonest for Life, he came through with a super chat the other day, man. Y'all are really going crazy. I appreciate y'all. And we're 6 away from our light goal today, 25. Let's go to the next player, man. Michael Carroll. Y'all knew it was coming. That's my youngin. I call him nephew for a reason, not because we're related, but I have a special connection with this young man. When he was being rated a underrated 3-star, and you know, he came on the show, and I think he was just picking up some buzz. We had just started really following him when we were on Bama Football on YouTube, February of 2023, right as we were getting into spring ball coverage. We started looking at Michael Carroll because he made a transition to new school. The young man is a dog. Has dominated on both sides of the ball. Could have played came to Alabama as a defensive tackle, interior defensive lineman, but chose to go as an offensive lineman. Smart move, going to be a first-round draft pick as he continues to develop. You look at him right now in his raw stage with the technique, right? He's still at a raw stage. His technique is still cleaner than most veterans that have been playing at the collegiate level for 2 to 3 years. Like I said about Jackson Lowell, they're technically sound. Their mechanics are consistent. I was admiring, you know, just how he was in some of the 11s when they go into you know, you go third in 11s, and the defense, the trenches gets real scrappy. You know, when you haven't been able to hit somebody in some months and you're fighting for a roster spot. Michael Carroll likes to mix it up. Him, Rock Montgomery, Gino Vandermark likes to get mixy. Michael Dubose, Cam Dewberry. There's a lot of guys on that offensive line that like to get mixy. That mean attitude is going to spread like wildfire. And to have a young guy like Michael Carroll be kind of like spearheading it, I think this is going to be something great. Hold on, I got a text. It's AJ. That was AJ. Abdul Sanders. Shout out to my youngin', man. They out there training. All right, so I think that's enough on Michael Carroll. We turned on his highlight film before. We're going to cut it in B-roll with the post-live edit. But yeah, I think he's going to be my scoop boogie meter on him being in the rotation. I think if and this is just my theory. I think if you have a struggle at left guard with Cam Dewberry or Gino Vandermark, and I don't think Rock Montgomery is going to be slotted for left guard. I think they like him as the second center right now, being with his flexibility. I think Michael Carroll might get a nod to be the 6th offensive lineman off the in the rotation. And I think right behind him you have a guy maybe like Gino Vandermark, Olis Alanin. But I think Michael Carroll did well enough, performed well enough in the spring, and will continue to perform well in the fall camp, that he will be able to be the first offensive lineman. So let's say Caden Proctor's struggling, right? And they move Wilk and Formby to left tackle. I think Michael Carroll, no matter where he's practiced at during fall camp, majority of reps, I think he's the first guy to step up and get a shot at right tackle. And that scoop boogie meter is going to be, I'm going to set that at like a 7.5. I'm going to set that at a solid 7.5. And let me know how my screen looks, Chad. Does it look dull? Does the view look dull, or is everything pretty well lit? So that's Michael Carroll, 6'6", 315, true freshman, number 64 at Alabama. Next up, I want to talk about this young man. I think we have truly underappreciated this gentleman coming in at number two impact. No, number four. I said number 4. And this is most likely, I'm going based off like most likely, and I had him back to it. It should have been Michael Carroll was number 2. Lysierre Brooks was number 1. Michael Carroll was number 2. Number 3 should have been Jackson Lloyd. Number 4, this young man right here, I've gotten to talk to the family. I've been able to kind of get close. We're going to be doing a little interactive segment with them this summer, ironing out some details. And I'm excited, man. Some straight up down to earth people, straight up young man, very respectable. But this boy is a dog on the field. And there's none other than our true freshman tight end, number 18, Marshall Pritchett, standing at 6'5", weighing 235. The young man is a mismatch problem. Trust me when I tell you this, chat. All 31 of you in this chat on YouTube, drop some likes on the stream. Trust me when I tell you Marshall Pritchett will be a problem. He will be a problem. And I'm going to tell you why. Because not only is he just like a get downfield and sit in the zone, he can stretch the field. You're talking about a 6'5", 235, right? Young body, you know what I'm saying? Very developed, right? But doesn't even have his grown man weight on. You look at his frame, he's jacked for his size, okay? Looks like a doggone power forward, NBA power forward out there, right? Has the speed, vertical speed, a route technician, and it's hard to bump and run with him. You can't put a undersized 5'10", 5'9" strong safety on him and expect him to, handle that assignment alone. Shout out to the Big 35 over here on YouTube, man. Continue to run the likes up in the chat. Share the content, because I'm telling you, Marshall Pritchett is probably the dark horse of this class that I truly believe. I know we got Caleb Edwards coming on campus in fall. I think he's going to get time to develop. He's going to get time to, get real firm on his frame. He's going to be a red shirt freshman next year that's going to have an opportunity to be a rotational piece, impact player next year, another receiver asset. But Marshall Pritchett is the guy with Alabama, and we're going to see Josh Cuevas get split out, with a Y split, where the Y is ISO, the tight end is ISO. Marshall Pritchett is going to be using those type of sets. Derek Meadows also. But I think before they use Derek Meadows, they'll use Marshall Pritchett. He is a go jump up and get it red zone threat, red zone arsenal. You put him in the game, 40 ain't in, he's a mismatch problem. I don't care who you put on him. You're going to need somebody with some crazy experience to really disrupt what he's done. If you go and look at some of his 7-on-7 clips from when he was in high school, he doesn't line up and look like a tight end in any of those clips. He's literally routing up free safeties, corners, doesn't matter. So I'm excited about Marshall Pritchett. My scoop boogie meter on Marshall Pritchett, a healthy Marshall Pritchett. We know he had to have a minor operation, but I think he's going to be back full strength for fall camp. He's going to provide quality depth right there at the tight end position, which is something that we need. Y'all saw we went in the portal and got 2 more tight end personnel, right, to provide some depth with all of our tight ends working back from some major injuries, some minor injuries, right? So I look at where Marshall Pritchett sits, and I think he has a chance. I'm gonna rate this a strong 6.5. And if you think about it, 6.5 is like a C- area. When you look at the tight end room, we're talking about Josh Cuevas, we're talking about Danny Lewis, we're talking about I can't remember the transfer's name. Somebody get your boy squared away. The transfer name from Miami, Ohio. He's going to be an asset. He is not just a depth piece. He is going to be a rotational asset. As you let young guys like Marshall Pritchett get opportunities and develop, just in case they don't translate onto the field, they don't carry over, or it doesn't turn over as fluently as you expect it to. You got guys like that in the portal, but Marshall Pritchett, I believe, is a day one asset. So I'm going to go 6.5 on my scoop boogie meter. What's up, TP? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Where you watching from, TP? Continue to run up the likes and share the live. Zach trying to get y'all active. Hey, run it up in the chat right now. All my Bama fans, or if you were paying attention to Bama football, if you're familiar with Marshall Pritchard, what's your thoughts on this tight end? We haven't seen a true breakout tight end at Alabama since possibly, let's say, like literally a breakout tight end. Let's say somebody that really performed at a high level, at a high rate. Let's say Irv Smith Jr. And we had some good guys come through. Cam Latu came through. Amari Black came through and showed some promise. Jaleel Billingsley came through and showed some promise. I can't think of the last tight end that's came through and really just stayed 4 years and really just put his mark on Alabama's tight end room and been an actual threat downfield. Who's the tight end during the Ridley era? Wasn't it O.J. Howard and Irv Smith? Right? So I look at some of the guys that have come through, and we've had some good guys. You've had some guys come and show up. CJ Dupree showed up. I don't think he had enough opportunities. I don't think he had enough opportunities to really showcase his skill set. But I do think this year the tight end room will get enough opportunities. Shout out to my guy Jason Jackson, man, for tapping in. Jason, you know what? We at the 50-minute mark. I think Jason deserved to see the intro. Jason, do y'all want to take a break before we get into the last player, Keelan Russell, and get into this last topic of the day of the stream? Can we look at the intro one more time? One more time. Let me see, chat. Y'all want to run it back one last time? Let me know in the chat. We'll run it back one more time, man. If y'all want to run it back, Jason, let me know if you here, and we will run it back in the chat. My bro Zach says, I think Marshall will be a big impact player. I think 100%, Zach. No questions, no hesitation. I think Marshall Pritchard will get opportunities. I don't think there will be like an overload of responsibilities. I don't think he's going to get a whole bunch of blocking assignments early in the scheme, in the grand scheme of what this offense is becoming. But I think Marshall Pritchard is going to have opportunities, and when he has opportunities, especially in the passing game, he's going to capitalize. My boy TP said he run it back. Oh, I got flames in the chat. Hey, here we go. AAA family. I'm going to run this infomercial first, and then we're going to also run our new intro to bring it back in. All right. So take a moment, enjoy the theatrics here on the Coach Smook Network. I appreciate y'all for supporting, man. And like for really, supporting my antics, man. Y'all really be instigating some stuff, but I love it. Y'all are some real solid people. So get ready. Hey, if you aren't a member of the AAA family, this is how you join. And then after that, we'll be back with our show talking about the Alabama true freshman. Jumping into the topic next, talking about Keelan Russell, his true freshman season outlook, and his stance in Alabama's quarterback battle. Remember, hey, don't forget, somebody say in the chat, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get it, Jack.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook through the game. Roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just feel sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go. Give it up for yourselves, chat. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up for yourselves. Y'all are freaking awesome, man. We're almost at our light goal, man. We're almost at our light goal. Today's light goal is 25. Make sure y'all continue to run the likes up. Last topic of this segment, though, man. Let's go, man. We got some vibes, man. I want to talk about this because this has been the topic of conversation. Everybody keeps regurgitating it, and they keep regurgitating it from the same angle. So today, Coach Smook is going to talk about this topic from a different game. So jump in the chat, hashtag put me in the game, coach, hashtag PMITGC. Let's get into this conversation talking about Alabama's 5-star true freshman quarterback, none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Keelan K-Dot, Mr. Presidential himself, Russell, QB 6'3", 192 out of Duncanville, Texas. You know, a lot of people were laughing when they were rating this young man a 3-star, you know, and when Alabama offers him and he flips from SMU and they start laughing about, you know, Alabama having a 3-star, and they start talking about what he's doing, where he's at, how he's doing it, and how long he's been doing it. You start getting some people to have some act right about themselves, right? So we start this here about this young man, and this is a young man that if you go back to a lot of streams on Bama Football on YouTube, right? You saw myself, you saw one of the other panelists I won't mention, right? You saw us mention, you know, guys that were kind of under the radar. Keelan Russell never came up on that name. I feel like his skill set, looking at his film, fit what SMU wanted to do. I thought it was a good fit. I thought that's where he wanted to go. I said he was one of the better quarterbacks in the class. We said that. I said SMU got a steal. Never thought that at any point in time that Alabama would make a push for him. But when they did, boy, was I excited, just like the rest of Alabama Nation. So we'll talk about Keelan Russell. Is there a realistic chance for this young man to impact the Alabama game plan this year? I think without a shadow of a doubt, there is an opportunity. Even leaving out of spring, I think people have this misconception that the interviews done by the coach. What's good, Anthony? Good to see you in the chat. The interviews done at the end of the spring, I think people have this misconception that the staff has settled who they want as the starting quarterback or who will be their starting quarterback, right? I think they're even further away from it now than they were coming into the camp, because I don't think anybody expected this young man, Keelan Russell, to show up on campus and perform the way he did. Now, did he have freshman days? Yes. But you know what else? You also had a third year or fourth year junior who was still having freshman like days, more consistent, able to rebound, not giving off as many costly turnovers as he had been carrying over from years, that being in Ty Simpson. Austin Mack had two good days, great days where he kind of just flash, and then he kind of hit a slump. He kind of hit a wall and began to digress. While Keelan Russell, throughout all of it, going through growing pains, maintained and kept his name in the conversation. So I truly believe that this year there will be some type of game plan to where if there is some struggle in the offense, there's some wrinkle somewhere that needs to be ironed out, he will get an opportunity to be a solution, whether that's for a drive, whether that's for 2 plays. I think there will be actual offensive set, schematic plays and looks that nobody will be able to prepare for. You send him out there with a specific formation that has 3 to 4 options and allow him to be exactly who he is. That's what we're going to see. And because of that, I think that puts him in position to be an impact player. We saw Michigan kind of survive 2 years ago, with a dual quarterback system. Not as much as, a dual quarterback to where the second quarterback was running 50% of snaps, but you're talking about 85-15% snap split. That's a solid dual quarterback system. But then at the same time, you're talking about a freshman that's in position to back him up. And this is an experienced staff. While we're here on Keelan Russell, let's talk about the staff. Let's talk about Ryan Grubb. When you look at the style of quarterback that he has always thrived with, you look at the quarterbacks in the room. Austin Mack doesn't fit that mold, doesn't have that skill set, isn't that archetype type of quarterback. Keelan Russell and Ty Simpson are the closest thing to it. Well, I look at even how Russell's processing of information in the drop back is so far ahead of where he should be at the age of 17, 18, right? So for that reason, I think Keelan Russell has a chance. Now, let's jump into this conversation. The quarterback battle. Alabama's quarterback battle is not over. It is not over. You will have a real quarterback battle, and I'm being authentic. This is our AAA moment right now. I'm being authentic. You will not have a answer to who the quarterback, the starter quarterback, will be until after the second scrimmage. And if it gets carried out that long, if we don't see anything before that hinting that it's Ty Simpson, I would not be surprised if Keelan Russell were to march out as the starter and have an opportunity to lose the job. I think they will throw him into the fire against Florida State and give him an opportunity to lose the job. And depending on how he performs in that game, which I truly believe that's the game where if he does start, damn, I'm talking to Betty. We taking that to Betty because what you mean? Like, come on, man. Like the young man is a stud. He's ready right now. He was day one ready. I mean, he's going to have growing pains, but you have a lot of people on the staff, and this is kind of the conversation I want to kind of lead into as we get ready to close this thing out here in the next 3 minutes. This is the conversation, had with people that know and are there. This is young man. It's a matter of time. A matter of time, meaning that he's not necessarily doing anything to take the job, or Ty Simpson is not necessarily doing anything to not have an opportunity to be the first guy out, right? But everything changes when the bullets start flying, or you quote unquote, metaphorically speaking, everything changes when you get out there and you're running and the bullets are flying. You got bodies flying at your legs. That's where I think Ty Simpson has struggled in the past. Has he evolved over that? I don't know. I can't speak on that. But Keelan Russell, I've seen him in those similar situations at the high school level. Can it translate to the collegiate level? I've seen other quarterbacks do it. Tua did it as a true freshman. Bryce did it as a true freshman. I think we see this, y'all. I think we see this with Keelan Russell. Can he be the starting quarterback? If this goes into the second scrimmage in fall camp, mark my words, chat. You heard it here first. Anthony coming in. I would answer your question, Anthony, but you ain't got no risk, man. Let me stop. I'm gonna get you because I know you rocking with your boy. Make sure you drop that like. We hit our. Hey, let's go. 25 like goal, man. Thank y'all for getting us to that 25 like goal. Appreciate each and every one of you, man. Y'all really be. Hey, I told y'all we be killing our goals, man. We be killing our goals, and it's all because y'all really rock with your boy. I do beg for likes, but I don't beg for nothing. But I beg for likes. All right. I appreciate y'all for liking the stream. Thank y'all. And my guy said, Smook, do you think Simpson ends up being the starter? He is being the starter. He has a very short leash, and if he doesn't perform well the first 4 or 5 games, Russell becomes a starter of the rest. I think it's sooner than that, Anthony. I think with Simpson, if he comes out and he struggles badly, and I mean badly, which I don't think he's going to struggle badly. I think it'll have to be like a very uncharacteristic game where he's just out of sorts. The defense has a beat on him. He's just not seeing things. That has to happen. I don't think that's Ty. I don't think that's Ty. I think him and his durability is a factor in this. Very tough, right? Intense. And then his experience, being a veteran. But Keelan Russell gives you the same skill sets, maybe not experience, but skill set wise, very much more efficient outside the pocket, a faster quarterback, more athletic. I think his deep ball is a lot better, stronger arm. Deep ball accuracy is a lot better than any other quarterback in the room right now. I really think Keelan Russell has a chance, man. I really do. So, with that being said, man, oh my God. I ran it. I did it, chat. I did it. We are now at the end of our Coach Smook live, man. And I appreciate y'all for being here, man, and supporting and going and doing what y'all do, liking, sharing, and keeping the content flowing. Don't forget, man, if you want to be a co-sponsor on today's stream, you're watching this post live, you can direct Don't Know, or you can go to the YouTube channel, the main channel, and join the channel. If you're already a member, give 5 memberships for 5 random viewers that show up to the channel, whether that's post live or during the live. You can give 5 memberships by purchasing those, or purchase a membership, join the AAA family, direct Don't Know. Either one of those helps the network grow, helps the channel grow. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Shout out to Yon, Urban Sportswear, Urban Street Apparel. I'm sorry, y'all. Shout out to all of our other partners, man. Shout out to Ghost Energy Drink, our affiliate, man. Thank you for the opportunity to represent. Shout out to Opus Clips, man. They're doing, they're going to be doing a segment, not a segment, but they're going to be featuring our, not reaction, our review of their product. If you all have been seeing the clips that we've been using some of their platform algorithm and things of that nature, but we've been doing majority of our own editing still. I'm sorry, y'all, I had a glitch. Did y'all see me glitch just now? Have I been glitching the whole time? I'm talking about I'm in real life glitch. But appreciate y'all for being here again. And again, your support is very much appreciated. Direct donations, all of that stuff is appreciated. And I keep saying that because I'm picking at a group of people that continue to think that we're going to slow down with our mission. God gave us this mission, man, and we have an agenda. We are sticking to it. We're going to continue to build everybody on this banner, man, that doesn't have that white paint on their face, man. I appreciate y'all for being solid. And if you're not on this banner and you want to get on a new banner, we're going to start submitting pictures in July, during the month of July, so we can kick off the season in August with our new 2025 fall season AAA banner. Get your faces on the banner, man. We're carrying everybody over that made it, that's not whited out. We carrying them over. If you want a new picture on there, we could put a new picture on there. If you don't have a picture on there and you ready to get on there, got to be a member of the AAA family. Get in that membership, join the membership, get your wristband, and get in the game, man. Join the family and get in the game with Coach Smook. And as always, man, when y'all see me in the streets,
Female voice.
holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed, man. Let's get it.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down and they're going with Coach.